Question for the girls.
It is whom you know.
Oh, it is?
It honestly is.
It's a shame.
If you want to go through the normal channel, trust me, you're not going to get your passport anytime soon.
The minister says it's your fault. You people, those of you who have been using Goro Boys.
Oh, we don't
You're
use
the reason
Goro
why
Boys.
things are so difficult now. She doesn't understand.
Well,
So
I
they should
didn't
stay at
pay
home.
though, but at least I needed to have someone there to help me. But I
Did you
didn't
try?
pay.
Okay, you didn't
I'm
pay
sure
the
that if not for the
2,000,
fact that the
3,000.
person knew me, I would have probably paid to someone who didn't know me but would want to do it for
So
me.
did you apply through the regular process, the 100 CDs, 150 CDs?
Oh, yes.
Online? Oh, you did that?
I did that.
Okay.
But as in to have it come as quickly as possible.
So it was
definitely-
expedited for you?
Yeah,
Even though it was still
that-
through the normal channel?
Yes.
I
Just
see.
because I knew someone. Not
Judy,
because-
did you pay through the normal channel?
Yes. I didn't pay anyone for that one day, true. I didn't pay anyone.
believe her?
I was just lucky. Honestly, I'm just saying I'm lucky that I knew someone.
Okay.
But for those who don't know and would want to,
Yeah.
I mean, pass through that channel, you'd have to just pay. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, I spoke to people. People said they
So it
paid
means that the person you passed through
1,500.
has been sacked.
Oh,
At this
that
point.
point.
I need to understand, is it everyone in the passport office at Accra that has been sacked? Because she says all
Oh,
of
no,
you
no,
don't come tomorrow. So I was
No, he
wondering,
said those-
is it a
those who have
certain
been here
group
up
of
to a
people?
year.
Those who have overstayed their time. That's
Overstayed
what
their-
Up to a year.
I heard her say.
So you
they've
are not
been
allowed to
sacked
stay
on
at the passport
second.
office for more than a year or what?
Yeah.
Well,
I need to understand.
You know, it was just a blanket
Exactly.
you probably need some clarity on that.
spare of the moment kind of.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. I think we need to pose this question to our
should.
viewers this morning.
That's
What their
true.
experiences are and what are the indications?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
We should. I think, Judith, you went to the office yesterday.
Yeah,
And there was
I
a
did.
gentleman who said he applied in January and he still hasn't
Exactly.
received it.
So I spoke to one man and he says that he paid about 1,500 cedis
Oh, wow.
and he wanted it expedited because he needed it urgently. Now this lady took his money and in 4 weeks, I mean at that time he had now gotten the passport, so he got it 1 month later, even though he paid that amount and he was
Wow.
expecting it at least or at most in 2 weeks, but he got it a month later.
1,005.
1,005, and so he says he's been cheated. But there are many others. I mean, he says that honestly he's seen people come there for days.
Okay.
And when you go there, there are lots of people seated. Ideally, they're supposed to have numbers on which they call, but he says that there's no number, so
Yeah.
you're just seated. If you are not called, you just be seated. That's how it looked like. But well, I don't know how things would churn out in the couple.
Judith, thank you for spending your time with us and also sharing your experiences.
Sure.
I'm told that abroad, those who live in the UK, the US, etc., you just order and it's brought. If it's a
it's
renewal.
delivered to you or posted to your address.
Yeah.
But in this case,
This
if
man,
they,
that's
say,
how it is, right?
if they say post to your address, which address are we posting to here in Ghana?
But everybody has an address.
Everybody has the
It can
Ghana
be your
post.
work address or anywhere, your house address. Or
Not everybody does, I think. Unless they can tell us for a fact that
You
Ghana
have a
Post has
digital
reached.
address,
Oh, I
don't
do.
you? Yeah, so
but
we
that's
all-
me sitting here saying I do. What about someone, in the hinterlands? Are we sure that we've been able to, give every home a digital address so that if I have to post from DHL to maybe a Sanarigu or those remote areas, will they be able to send it directly to my gate or to my door?
I think so.
You think so?
Everyone has an address.
You think so?
Yes.
They can
If you
post
don't,
it.
if you don't have, it has to get updated. That's all. You go to the metropolitan area or the local assembly to be done.
It will be done for you. I see.
Well, so we'll be discussing that. So we'll be asking you the question. What are your experiences? What you make of it on your screen now? And that'll be for the segment this morning. So you share your passport acquisition experiences with us. And it doesn't mean that it's only your personal experience. It could be the experience of somebody who is very close to you. And I think that will make the conversation more comprehensive for all of us. Now, we'll also tell you the latest we have for Johnny's Bite. And then we'll have big issues. Yeah. Okay. So we're having Usman Ayariga, who is the Deputy National Organizer of the opposition NDC, and then Enoch Afuakwa is also joining us. So we'll talk about all that the foreign minister seemed to be going angry over, and then also what the implications are. I mean, if we have to, the Bank of Ghana went to take off Goro boys from the streets, not knowing the big men and women had dollars and all that in their homes. So, and then our Blackwa is also warning to abort plans to send Ghana Armed Forces after ECOWAS directive to deploy standby force. This one, we'll see how that goes. I'm told there's a decision that has been made. And it looks like the minority side of the committee seem to be disagreeing.
There's even a meeting this morning on this.
Yeah, there'll be more meetings. But this one there.
And
then also, we have an interaction with an aspirant to be the presidential candidate of the ruling MPP. Currently, the Member of Parliament for Asin Central, Kennedy Ohini Japan, will be joining us. That'll be around 8:40 thereabouts. So make sure you stick with us. We'll have some great conversation with him as well. So make sure you stick and stay. So in between, we'll bring you the latest sports headlines, and then we encourage you. We're going to cash out. So make sure you memorize the cash out short code, which is *439#. And then we'll wrap it up nicely with some great entertainment highlights. And I tell you, we'll also have a good conversation with DJ, our lead director today. Is educating me on how the name is pronounced, DJ. It's also the birthday of our lead director, Harriet Asumda Mensah. Harriet, thank you for all the good work that you do. God bless you. And also Komlan Kluche, who is in the news department, is celebrating his birthday today. Komlan Kluche. Thank you for all the great work you do for all of us.
He says there's a party in Parliament today, so we're invited.
I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker. I want you. I wanna say yes, I can't resist. I want you. Ooh, I want you, Alpha Cracker. I want you so bad, Alpha Cracker.
Alpha goodness rich in milk and butter. In Alpha Cracker. Yummy and deliciously crunchy.
But I can't resist you.
Alpha Crackers. Simply irresistible.
This advert is FDA approved.
Who no like chop money? They want chop money is here. Collect your chop money every morning at 10 a.m. by simply dialing *446# and select option 2 to play Day 1 539 chop money. Win 40 times your stake with Direct 2, 400 times your stake with Direct 3, and 20 times your stake with Direct 1. You can also pay your numbers to win big. You only pick your numbers from 1 to 39, so winning is easy. Dial *446# to play Day 1 539 chop money now. Day 1, have fun.
You are a major stakeholder in nation building. Your voice matters. Start your day with us.
We simplify the conversations, break down the jargons and technicalities. We keep you well informed throughout the week. Start your day with us.
We give the leaders the mandate to govern our affairs. We have a responsibility to hold them to account. It begins here. Start your day with us. Good morning, Ghana, Africa, and the rest of the wonderful world. Welcome to Sunrise on 3FM 92.7.
Start your day well informed. Start with us on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Catch the Sunrise Morning Show with me, Johnny Hughes, Helen Abiampofo, and William Asiedu. Weekdays from 5:55 a.m. to 10 a.m. only on 3FM 92.7. Your urban lifestyle radio.
All sporting disciplines matter on Warm-Up Plus.
Warm-Up Plus, the most exciting hour on TV. So join the conversation and get updated.
Get sports news, visit exciting places, and be in the know on Warm-Up Plus. Let's go, Diana.
We're just getting started.
We're just getting warmed up.
Catch me, Yao Ufusulabi.
And me, Aniela Alote.
Warm Up Plus, new season coming soon on TV3.
The age-old rivalry that senior high schools engage in is still present within alumni. The battle for bragging rights to a particular endeavor remains even after school. If your school can cook, it means your school is here. If your school can boast of good culinary masterminds, this right here is the perfect platform to showcase that skill set. Alumni have met and they have chosen representatives to take up the task of preparing extraordinary dishes to bring victory to their respective schools.
Tell me what you're cooking.
Week in, week out, these schools will mount these workstations in a bid to buy your nutritional affinity to them. Ladies and gentlemen, prepare your taste buds and fasten your aprons. These culinary experts are set to battle for the enviable crown of being tagged Lords of the Kitchen. This is Kitchen Wars Season 2.
Kitchen Wars Season 2, Sundays at 5 p.m. on TV3. Don't miss it.
Sponsored by Gino Tomato Mix.
And Napa Foods. Say Napa. Enye Ono Soko.
PGL.
It wasn't always this easy. When I was 26, I got my first chance to perform a surgery.
Can I have a selfie? Thank you so much.
So I was holding the scalpel. My hands were trembling.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have your autograph, please? Sorry, sir.
Yes, go on.
Well then, as soon as the senior surgeon entered the OT, Yes, Dr. Matur. I'll be there in 30 minutes. It's an important surgery. Rain check?
Sure.
They are in love. But will they be able to adjust?
Eternal Love shows Tuesdays to Fridays at 6 p.m. only on TV3.
Brought to you by Out Multipurpose Insecticide Spray and
You're welcome back, and well, this is still TV3 New Day. We would like you to join us via social media. Watch us live on Facebook and share your thoughts with us. For those of you who cannot call into the This Morning segment to share your concerns about whatever topic we raise, we'd like to still hear from you on social media. Remember, the hashtag is TV3 New Day. So it's time now to go straight into This Morning. All right, you know what? Let's just go straight into it. So the Foreign Affairs Minister has been in the news since Monday when she decided to randomly visit the Accra office of the Passport Center. And in fact, she wasn't happy with reports that had come to her table and to her notice about Goro boys and their interference with the regular process of passport acquisition at the center. And so this is what she said when she got to the place. Take a look. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, before we go to that, let's just quickly take a look at a statement that has been released from the Office of the Awomefia, and we'll give you a chance to call. Don't worry, we're not digressing. But let's quickly take a look at this letter that has been released by the Office of the Awomefia. So it says that the DSA, Hogwechocho Festival launch, urgent attention, the attention of His Royal Highness Togbi Sri III, the Awomefia of Anlo Duko, the Awadada of Anlo Duko, the Paramount Chiefs and Wings Chief of Anlo Duko and the Anlo Traditional Area, ATC, have been drawn to a letter in circulation headed as above on the letterhead of a self-acclaimed Duto of Anglo and signed by Professor Togbi Damaji IV, dated 12 August 2023. The purported letter is hereby attached for ease of reference. His Royal Highness Togbi Sri III and Anglo Traditional Council hereby states without equivocation that the only authority in Anlo Duko under whose auspices and authority the Hogbe Tochoza is celebrated is the Awomefia with the support of the Anglo Traditional Council. His Royal Highness the Awomefia therefore calls on the sector minister to take immediate action to forestall any provocative actions, of these sanctions of the Lafe clan to create chaos and confusion in our beloved Anglo Duko. In the meantime, His Royal Highness the Awomefia calls on the security agencies to enforce law and order in Anglo Duko. This is signed by Agbo Tadua Kumasa, spokesman for Awomefia. And so that is the communication at the moment. So in case one has come to you purporting to be something other than the Awomefia, please take note of this statement. Anyway, let's go back now to the Foreign Affairs Minister. And, well, she addressed the media and the workers at the passport office in Accra. This is what she said.
We all know, just 2 days ago, the report in the Daily Guide that the issue of Goro people involved in our passport acquisition process has become rife. We all know, just 2 days ago, the report in the Daily Guide that the issue of Goro people involved in our passport acquisition process has become rife.
She clearly wasn't happy.
Yeah, she clearly wasn't happy. I think that when you look at how much is paid, that should be sufficient enough since this automated dashboard or process was introduced. And I remember my own experiences did indicate that it took me some time for me to get deducted, that will be debited from my account. And then when the debit was also done, I couldn't go through the process because there was a system, is it hanging or something of the sorts, you know. So, but the expedited application for 48 pages currently, if you want to acquire a passport, is for 200 Ghana cedis. And then 150 Ghana cedis for those who have or wish to have 32 pages. And for 32, for the normal standard ones, low cost is 100, and then 48 for standard or the normal one is also 150.
I see.
The question is, if you go through this, would you get it normally without going through a third party?
And how many weeks does it give you?
Oh, ideally, they should give you a time. They'll give you a notice when you have to come and take your bio details, and then subsequently they'll tell you when you have to come. Ideally, it shouldn't take more than a month. That's when they launch the process. That's what they said.
Well, here we are with the minister now going ballistic on the Goro boys. But we have a caller on the line. Hello, Prince. Good morning.
Good morning, Bella.
Thank you for joining us. How are you?
I'm very well, very well.
All right. Talk to us about your passport experience and what you think of the minister's action.
Yeah, first of all, let me say a very good morning to you and your team and your cherished viewers. Bella, I want to clear some false claim the minister made.
Okay.
When you heard the minister spoke the last time, she said the online passport started under the NPP regime. It was Dr. Baumia, you know, in support of her. That is a fallacy. That is falsehood. Online passport didn't start under this regime. It started under the regime of the NDC government. This is a fact. You know, when we are speaking, when we are addressing the state, we should be speaking with fact. So that one I've cleared it from there because I sincerely acquired my passport during 2016. I applied 2016, 2017. That was when the online passport, you know, portal was open and I applied. So I know what I'm talking about, and I know you also know, and many Ghanaians know. So that false information should be set out.
Please carry on.
Now on the Goro boys, the minister made some factual comment that the Goro boys cannot operate without people within. And the minister said that she has information of some people within that are, you know, collude with the Goro boys to work. But this is not a new thing. The woman should be putting out names. She'll be telling us the action she has taken, not to tell us that she has asked the Goro boys not to come. The people that she said she has inside who are working with the Goro boys, these are the people she should be talking, telling us that she has sacked these people.
But they are the ones she's talking to. And she's saying that if you've been here for close to a year, then don't come again. So it is the workers. And she specifically said, I listened to her, she said that is why I didn't go to your individual offices to speak to you, and I decided to speak to you in the open. So she was addressing the workers.
You see, that is why this online passport issue was introduced, so that we do away the human interface. What is happening to this system? Because I quite remember this thing went to Parliament, and Parliament Foreign Committee Affairs, I think even they commended them on what they are doing. So what has happened? Why are we still having this Goro boys?
Okay.
We need to put system.
All right. Well, I think we lost you, but I think your point was also made very clear. So we need to put in systems to make sure that the right thing is done. What do you also think of the way the minister just went in hard on the workers at the office? And I think I side to an extent with our caller, because before you go out there, did you conduct an investigation or order for an investigation? Do you know who and who are involved? Because I think this one-size-fits-all approach doesn't necessarily endure the benefits of the innocent ones. And I use that advisedly because I'm sure that there are certain people in there who are going through the right channel even as workers. So what happens to all those people as well? Is it because there's one bad nut now, it affects everyone and I lose my job in the process? I think that something should have been done beyond just going to say, don't come to work at all. And I do hope that, you know, her team is advising her.
I think that is why when especially you look at the aggregation of social media comments, they seem to criticize the minister that you have all the administrative powers.
Yeah.
And then also a number of subordinates or people who report to you who could easily give you, those who are working within the remit or the offices of the passport office, who don't have the right sort of direction guidelines or are not using some of those guidelines or standard operating procedures.
We have Kojo from Hacho. Good morning, Kojo.
Yes, good morning, Bella.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you.
Have you acquired a passport in recent times, and how much did you have to pay, and how long did you have to wait?
All right, so just about 2 months ago in January, I applied for my passport. I just applied for the renewal. I did application in May, online application.
Okay.
And then I was leaving for the 1st June for my appointment at the Koforidua passport office. I arrived at the passport office at 5:30 a.m. I was the first person at the passport office.
Okay.
When the office started working, I was the first person. They attended to about 30 people before I was attended to.
What?
And that day, I was very sad.
What was the reason?
People walking in, and then officers would go out and meet them, take their particulars, and come and work on them. And I was still sitting there. I was the first in the queue. And people were coming in, and they were being attended to.
Okay. How many hours did you have to wait? Because you said you got there at 5:30, but what time did they start operating, and at what time were you attended to?
So I got there at 5:30.
Yeah.
The office started work at 8.
Okay.
My passport was taken, my documents were taken at about 9:30. So I waited for more than an hour and a half at the passport office, at the Koforidua passport office.
Did you ask why they were attending to other people when you had come there first?
Nobody will even talk to you. Nobody will mind you. And from there, when I went to the biometric room to take my picture and fingerprint, there, some people I was in the same queue with that were following me, like there were about 20 in the queue. They all came to take their biometrics. They took their passport and their pictures, and I was still in the queue. I left the passport office around 11:30, but I was first at the passport office.
Yeah.
So it looks like if you don't pay money to anybody, if you just want to go through the right process in acquiring your passport, they will frustrate you.
Well, then I think that. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, so I think this issue is not limited to the Accra Passport Center alone.
Okay.
It cuts across the entire country. The poll system is corrupt. And for me, I don't think the minister going there to sack some people would make any difference. There are leadership at each of the passport office. So what are the leaders doing? It is the leadership that must be sacked, not the officers, because they're supposed to be effective leadership, effective supervision at the passport office.
Okay.
If those who are there to exercise oversight are not performing their functions,
well, I think we lost you as well, but point's also well made. Well, he thinks that it's the leaders who must bite upon the knots.
The thing is that people have various experiences. So Mo Ajiman says that I applied mine in July 2022, got it in January 2023. My wife applied hers on the 12th of June 2023 and waited till the month end. And waited till the month ends and have to pay to get it in 24 hours after paying an amount. I don't understand. It said the arrogance most officers display at the passport office is an eyesore.
Maxwell, good morning.
Yes, hi, good morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. Speak to us as well.
Yes, so my little thoughts that I want to share about this experience, which I'm still experiencing, basically, it's very sad that Ghana thinks that they have an online passport. Trust me, we don't have an online passport. Because what is an online? My background is IT, basically. I'm a director for an IT company.
Okay.
And I understand what I'm really about to share with you. So basically, you say an online system where I have to fill in my forms, and then I still have to print out, go to a passport office, and then still with the printed, a group of people, I have to virtually check everything again before you still go to another person again for biometrics. When you say online, it basically, and you want to eliminate all these go boys, what we need to do is to have a very intensive online system where you don't go and see anybody, but only just go for verification. I'm saying this from how we do apply for visas. How do we apply for visas? When we do online, for example, in the Schengen VFS office, if you apply online, all you go and do is to just have to submit your document. Basically, it's online, and then all you need to do is to just go for a biometric. So you don't have any human factor in there. But of course, Ghana thinks that we are talking about online, but then they still don't understand what the online system is all about.
Okay. So how would you describe what we have?
Applied already for, come again?
How would you describe what we have? Partial online or what?
It's literally not online. It's nothing. Nothing. Right. I'll say zero. Okay. I'll say zero. I have applied already since April, and I'm still waiting. I have an appointment in October.
Seriously?
There's a conference that I have to go. Now I'm really at the verge. I don't know what to do. And to be honest with you, Grover, basically, some of us basically have to put our. We are forced. We are forced to pay. We are forced to pay Go Boys. We are really forced to pay Go Boys. We want to go through the.
Are you forced, or it is because you have it in mind that it is the Guru boy who will give you a faster service?
It's because he or that person has a link, and we've just manipulated the system so well to the advantage that we are forced to also do it.
Just a quick one, if we're not in a hurry. So I just want to find out that. So do you then also partly take the blame as citizens for also encouraging these Guru boys to stay in operation because we're always paying?
Come again.
I'm saying that would you take the blame partly as a citizen for also encouraging these Guru boys to continue operating because we're always giving them money?
Of course.
Okay.
I would definitely do that. I would definitely do that.
All right, thank you.
Like I said, I would say no to all the Guru boys and then have the system work.
All right, thank you so much.
I want the system to work,
Thank you. We want the system to work. And Amwadi says that Amoda Hamidu says, I made mine in Tamale. I was directed to go and see an officer who is known by many to assist people. I had to pay to get in within a week.
Wow.
I see. Nickman says, my brother applied last year, June, and had his biometrics taken a month after. Till now, he hasn't been called to come and pick up his passport. And Nambia says, the online is not working here in Europe. And it's too expensive to renew. Okay, she says she's watching from France. I was excited about the online portal introduction until I applied for a renewal of my passport. Common renewal, and I had to go through the same old process. And I paid an amount of 600 Ghana cedis for my passport to be printed. This is Jijom GH.
Yeah.
How?
Well, it depends. For the ones that have the longer expiration, which we're having now, and they expire, it means you have to go and get your biometrics recaptured. So
I see.
This one from Kwekweron or Aaron Brasu says, I had the same experience like the second caller. I acquired my passport in 2018 at the Kumasi Passport Office. I went there a day before, and so I slept in front of the office, and the following day I was the first person. But boss, I left there after 2 p.m.
I see. Someone says, I mean, there were no issues for his as well. But anyway, Johnny's biting now. Let's take a look.
Listen to you, I even panic. Maybe, hey, why do you panic? The way you, Papa, you know Papa.
Figuratively, he bites as hard as he can. Okay. And of course, when he puts his fangs into you, you certainly feel it. I think it pretty
Watch Johnny's bite. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runneth over. And surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Amen. Assalamu alaikum. It's Wednesday, my special day. Welcome to Johnny's Bite. Now, this morning, a few things that I want us to talk about. We will go to Parliament, we will go to ECOWAS, and we will ask a few questions of our leadership, both in the country and outside the country. And I've seen yesterday and the day before conversations about how difficult it is to grab a passport in this country. The minister had come to bemoan it. Yesterday, I played a video for you how the minister also at her vetting table said that they had gone into a public-private partnership and that everything was working well. So the question that naturally comes to mind is that if everything was working well and was considered as an achievement by the Honorable Shirley Ayoko Botwe, how did things get so bad that now she has had cause to come public to complain? What happened to supervision? Because if we were supervising, we wouldn't have had those questions to ask. And people didn't start complaining